afternoon, everybody. What is going on? So as you can see from the title of this video, I have teamed back up with one of my favorite companies to work with, and favorite companies overall is Greenroom136. I hit up Patrick and I said, hey, my shoulder is feeling a lot better. How about we get together and do a single strap bag? And he said, well, which one would you prefer to do? I said, well, you know what? Both the Bootstrap and the Junkmonkey look pretty cool. Which one would you prefer me to do? And he said, let's just do both. So I have a wild card Junkmonkey and a wild card Bootstrap that I just received in the mail yesterday. I cracked these guys open, so let's take a look and see the unboxing, and then we're gonna get into my first impressions. The bags came wrapped together in a nice brown wrapping, so you could not see what was actually inside the package, and they were covered in this nice thick plastic that was actually kind of hard to tear open. So Greenroom136, 2 thumbs up on your packaging. Each of these bags come in at a size of 19 cubic liters. So let's go ahead and do my first impressions now. Full disclosure, yes, I did crack these things open because I was so excited to get them, and I just wanted to give them a quick once over, but I just looked at them briefly. I did not really go over them, so you're gonna get my actual first impressions on camera. So let's start with the Bootstrap. Okay, first off, I did the wild card again with, I did the smaller morale patch, so it didn't come across the whole thing, because this one is the more business-oriented bag, whereas the Junkmonkey, you could see kind of, I did the morale patch all the way across the front, because this is the professional courier messenger style bag. So I wanted to keep the colors and the overall tone of the Bootstrap a little more mellow, because I do actually work in an office building, so I wanted to keep them a little more subdued. So I went with the, I still want to do the morale patch, but I kept the black on the black panel, so you couldn't really see it if I didn't have any patches on it. Now, one of the custom features that you can add to both the Bootstrap and the Junkmonkey is, if I can get the zipper, a top hatch access, which is great because now I can get my laptop out of there super quick, or there's like an extra sleeve for folders, A1 folders or A4, I forget the sizes, tablets or whatnot, and then zip it back up, and it has a nice overhang here. That's the weather dust cover, so if you do get some rain, the zipper is well covered, so it's not gonna actually get in there and ruin your computer. Now, the strap for the Bootstrap, it's got a cam buckle for adjustment, so you could probably do that single-handed. Now, the sternum strap, there's a little D-ring on the side, so I can clip the sternum strap and go on either side of the bag. So if you're a right-handed or left-handed carrier, you can do it whatever shoulder you want, because when you wear a bag cross-body, whatever hand you are, I'm a right-handed person, you generally wear it over your opposite shoulders. The reason for that being, when I wear the bag over my left shoulder, I can slide it over. With this one, I can just quick access the top, but I can reach inside the bag and access whatever I need with my dominant hand, close the bag back up, slide it back over my shoulder, and I'm good to go. You'll notice with the Bootstrap, the way the strap is connected to the bag, it just sits vertical on both sides of the bag. There's not an angle to it. So you can just switch the sternum strap without actually have to take the strap off the bag like the Junkmonkey, but we'll get into that later on. Now, let's see what this bag has to offer me. It does have a back padding here, and I don't know if this is the secret pocket, but yeah, there is a actual, I think that might be the secret pocket on the back, which is great. That'd be great for throwing your passport in, any travel documents, plane tickets if you're traveling, because again, this is the business-oriented bag, so you might be taking this on a business trip, so everything that you don't want to lose, that you don't want someone to know about, tuck that zipper in, and if you look at it real quick, I know it's hard to see black on the camera, but you can't really see that there's a zipper there. I didn't even know it was there. Again, I did the top hatch zipper, which I think is going to come in very handy. We pop this open, one really cool feature came with these accessories here. At first I didn't realize what they were for, but they're the same color as the liner, and then I realized they're to cover the hook and loop, so you can use the bag without actually using the buckles, and the hook and loop will hold it down. But if you work in an office building, or if you're coming home and the baby's sleeping, you need to access your bag, you could put these over the patches on the lid, and now silence. That's a really, really great idea. I have never seen anyone else do that that little accessory, and I'll show you the packaging because I didn't open them from the Junkmonkey. There's a little card that they came with that's really cool. So let's hop inside here. Now with the Bootstrap, I went ahead and got the laptop sleeve is attached, so this one does not come out of the bag. I like that because it now gives me an area in the back as like a divider, my laptop sleeve, and then closure here. You have your laptop sleeve that's corduroy lined, just like some of the other bags that I've had from Green Room. And then there's probably like a tablet sleeve, or again, something that you can throw like, if you have like document folders or something like that. And then looking on the front of the bag, which is gonna be really hard to see, we actually do have 2 dividers, and then 2 slots that are for like pens or Sharpies, and one is a little bit larger than the other, which I like because sometimes they're too small and the Sharpie doesn't fit. And then we also have a zipper pocket here, which is really nice. And then, haha, another hidden pocket on the inside there. So there's actually 2 zipper pockets on the inside. Let's see, the outside here we have, looks like it's just a flap closure, and we have 2 3D slit pockets that have the little hook and loop closure there. And then the bottom of the bag actually has compression straps on it as well. So you can cinch this bag down if you don't want to fill it or don't have it totally filled up. You can totally cinch it down. Oh, there's also a sleeve pocket that's right behind the flap. And inside I got the key ring strap, and I believe there is. Inside the main compartment there is a D-ring where your keyring strap can go right into. I just like those little attentions to detail with the tag on there. And of course we have our Bootstrap card that kind of goes over the features of the bag. Now let's see, overall construction, this is much like all of the other products I have done, totally solid. I mean, this is good quality Cordura. You can feel and hear that like abrasion resistance. You'll notice there's some white marks here. Don't mind that. That's actually chalk. That's how they mark up the bag to know where to sew and where to stitch. So that's just marking off where the morale patch would go. You see there's 2 little dashes here and there. So that's just where they sewed the morale patch on. So you'll see sometimes that stuff, it'll wear off probably within the first couple of days of using the bag. So overall, the Bootstrap, I'm really digging the Bootstrap. It's really nice. It's streamlined, so I can definitely sling this over my shoulder and head into the office, throw my computer in here, throw my tablet in here. And I love that I got the top access zipper, so I can grab my laptop out of here without having to open the whole bag if I don't need to. And if you're traveling like in an airport or some other situation like that, that's gonna come in really handy, because then you don't have to root through your entire bag And I like stuff like that because if you're traveling, I don't want people to see everything I have with me, which is why when I travel, I like to use sleeper camera bags because it gives you that opportunity to blend in better. People don't need to know what I have in my bag. So if I can get stuff in and out of it without everyone seeing exactly what's inside my bag, that is always a bonus. Now, the Junkmonkey. As you can see, I went not crazy, but I went a little more wild with the colors here. I got a thing for like OD, like forest darker greens and stuff. I really love like olive drab green. I went with the gray, which if you remember, I have on my my Rainmaker, and I also got my Genesis in the same green. I just love this color, it's great. And I went with a little bit of yellow just to kind of brighten it up some. Again, I went the morale patch all the way across the front on this one because this is more of the everyday bag. This is this doesn't need to come with me to the office every day. Like, I will use this at the office because I will test each of these bags out for a few weeks and then do a full review on each of them individually. So let's talk about the strap really quick on the Junkmonkey. Now overall, it's a different design. Instead of having that quick cam, you do have a little bit more adjustability here. You have two separate buckles, and that's a good thing because when you're cycling or commuting myself like via scooter, I will get my scooter fixed, I can access, and what the second loop is for, or the second buckle more or less, it helps to lock it out. See, I can adjust it, right? But now the strap will move, but now it'll lock out, so it's not gonna slide up anymore if I don't want it to, and it'll also kind of help prevent it from slipping. If I only had the one buckle, eventually that's gonna start to slip. I've had that happen on a lot of bags. Now, as I was talking about the difference in the straps before, if you see here, you can actually remove this strap and set it up on the other side. And the reason being, again, for when you're wearing it cross-body. I'm right-handed, so I can slide the bag, get into it, slide it back. But with this being the more Pro Messenger style backpack, the padding on this strap does not slide. It's not a sleeve like it is on the Bootstrap. It's actually connected to and sewn to the webbing that is the strap. So you need to actually take it off and flip it around. So if I wanted to wear it on my right shoulder, I would just simply remove it and flip it around, and then I would just take the sternum strap off the D-ring, put it on the D-ring on the other side, and then I'm good to go. And I like this because, well, two reasons actually. The reason I have not used a messenger bag myself in a long time is I hurt my left shoulder. Sometimes you could work out too hard. Now, because I hurt my shoulder, I could have just taken a bag like this, switched the strap around, and continued to wear it on my right side. Now, it wouldn't have been as convenient because I wouldn't have been using my dominant hand for access, but I would have still been able to use my bag. So if this was like my only bag, because they're not super expensive as far as custom bags go. These are 100% reasonably priced. These are actually some of the cheapest and best quality bags that I've seen because Greenroom136 is a smaller company. They aren't charging the same prices that name brands are charging for pretty much the exact same product, just actually not as well thought out as some of these green room bags, because those bigger companies, sure, they beta test, but if I email a company and say, this doesn't work in your bag, maybe you should change it, it just goes to some marketing intern, then it just dies there. They never implement the change. Greenroom, I email them, even if I didn't know Patrick, I email Greenroom, I say, hey, I love your bag, I think you can do this or that different and it's gonna make it better. They're gonna test that out and see if I'm right. If I'm right, they're gonna implement that into their production line. So that's why I love these smaller companies. So they put out a better product at a better price. And that being said, this helps keep down costs, because now when I order a bag, I don't have to specify left shoulder or right shoulder, and sometimes that actually confuses people. They don't understand the difference. So sometimes people would order, so oh, I'm right-handed, I'll carry my right shoulder, and then they get it and they realize that they ordered the wrong bag, and then it becomes their problem, that it's just an issue. And when they're carrying stock bags, then they gotta make stock for left-handed and right-handed bags. This way, they make one bag, because they do make production versions of these bags. they'll make one bag and you can adjust the strap to be either shoulder, so it's perfectly fine. And with the bootstrap, because it's that vertical side, it doesn't have these wings, you can wear it on either shoulder because the strap itself is a sleeve, the padding's a sleeve, that's adjustable. You just switch that sternum strap and you're good to go. Now let's, the quality on this, again, is top notch. So, I mean, the quality is perfect. Again, we have that nice backpack, that panel zipper. We got the padded back with the panel, the zipper in there, perfect. I did not go with the top sleeve because my thinking here is once my scooter's fixed, it's always easier to wear a messenger bag on a bicycle or a scooter or motorbike, especially if you're wearing like an armor jacket or a leather jacket, because they tend to be more form-fitted, so it's harder to get a backpack on. So I think if I'm traveling via scooter, a lot of times that'll kick up, and it usually kicks up from the bottom because I have a cut fender, so the mud will kick up. So instead of the rain coming from the top, actually we'll have debris coming from underneath, so that can potentially get up under that weather flap, but that's an issue I'm dealing with, which is why I didn't go with the top zipper on the Junkmonkey. Now, I did not put those protectors on the Junkmonkey because I wanted to show you the difference, but that's a little packaging. It's a accessory, Greenroom136 accessory, designed, handmade in Malaysia, and this, I love this thing. This is absolutely amazing because I never thought about this. And I've had plenty of bags that it was just too loud and you're trying to get in, you're just doing it really slow. So I don't have to worry about that. I can just throw those things on before I come home from work and I'm good to go. And Patrick also threw in, this is a bottle cap magnet, and I think there's actually a bottle opener on the inside. So I'm gonna slap that in the fridge and that'll come in handy. And then also I got the key clip in the OD to match. Now this bag I got with the removable laptop sleeve. So I could actually take this one out if I'm not using the laptop sleeve, if I'm going into Philly or something for the day. I can pop this out and I don't have to carry it. I can fit more stuff in the bag. Again, corduroy lined, has that extra sleeve that I can use for like a tablet or any kind of documents or journals or books, anything like that. I love the organization, and it just has strips of, this is the hook in the loop is on the inside of the bag, so that easy comes, you see it, you can easily get that in and out. Again, we have our D-ring, the organization exactly the same as the bootstrap. We have actually slightly different, very slightly different in here. We only have one slot for a pen or marker or something like that, but it's a big one, so I can fit a Sharpie and probably a pen in there. Again, we have our zipper pocket, and strap got caught on the side of the table. Yep. Can't really see in there. That's the hidden pocket. Ooh, I didn't notice that in my quick look. I love this. This is actually similar to, this is one of the features I loved in my Chrome bag, is that it had these two sleeves between the exterior and interior liner of the bag. And I love these because before I put a cup holder on my scooter, these are the perfect size for a water bottle or a coffee. So I put my thermos in there and go to work. And again, they have the flat pocket here. I also got, these are the strap keepers. You put these on the end of, take something like this and you'll roll it over. And then these have a little bit of hook and loop on either side, and you just wrap it around, so then you don't have this excess dangling. It really helps for organization. And when you're driving down the road on, say, a scooter or a motorcycle, the excess of your sternum strap will sometimes flap around and it starts hitting you in the elbow. That sound annoying? It definitely feels annoying when you're driving, especially for long distances, and it just keeps hitting you. And no matter how many times you try to fold it up underneath itself, the wind's gonna blow it loose. It's gonna keep hitting you. And oh God, I hate that. So these I feel like are definitely a necessity. So upgrade to these if you get a bag of any maker, because these things, they're gonna make your life a lot better. So I'm absolutely loving these side straps. They're great. Got a little bit of webbing here, so I can actually attach another green room when they're bags or their pouches and accessory. I can attach any of the Molly bags that I already own. So I love that. I like to attach like a carabiner there because you never know when you're gonna need something. And then in addition, we don't have those flap pockets out front. We have 2 zipper pockets. This one doesn't quite come to the bottom. You kind of see my finger. I'm right about here. And this one does come to the bottom. So they're about the same size. And I got the little detail, that little yellow on the inside. Now, aha! We got another, ooh, that's deep too. That goes the whole length of this pocket. It expands as an accordion style, so it's like a 3D pocket. So you can really stick some stuff in there. And both bags had this little storm flap, so when you fold it over, it actually folds, you can see it going, it folds the top of the bag over, which helps from any kind of rain or debris getting into the bag, because you have the excess over here, so you're actually folding the corners down. So some bags I've seen, they don't have something like this, and then when you fold the bag, there's a gap here, so any rain, water, crap, anything can get in there, and then your stuff's gonna get ruined. Thanks to the channel Good Neighbor Insurance, I saw one of the best distinguishing factors between these 2 bags, and it's the Junkmonkey is definitely made to be worn as a crossbody bag, because this padding is attached to the strap. You can't slide it around. Now you can, and I'm sure I will, sling it over one shoulder. Now when you do so, depending upon the length of the strap, you might be at the edge of the padding, so you might kind of have the cam buckle right on your shoulder. Even though there is a bit of padding underneath it, it's not super comfortable because it's not going to bend and form. Now the quick release is also great. I did not mention that. It has a big, thick nylon clip that feels very, very robust. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. So that, yeah, that's great. So when you're trying to sling it over just one shoulder, there, I just threw it on. That's almost centered. The buckle is like right here, and now I have the cross strap. It's either kind of sitting there by my neck, or when I threw it on, it actually folded under, so I had the nylon buckle digging into my shoulder. Now when you're using the bootstrap, because this strap is adjustable, and the way the strap is actually attached to the bag, I can throw this on and I can just slide that strap and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about the strap here, and I can actually just slide it over, so if the cross strap's in my way, I just flip it over real quick, and now I can use this as a one shoulder bag. Now why would I want to use either of these as a one shoulder bag? Well, there's different times getting in and out of the car. Myself, I grab the bag, I throw it over one shoulder if I'm just commuting via car, because, you know, northeastern Pennsylvania, we get a lot of snow, we get a lot of rain. I don't always commute on my scooter, so getting it out of the car. If you're using mass transit, sometimes you don't want your bag on your back on the train because you don't know who's behind you, so you might want to sling it over one shoulder. So if you're on the train for a while, you're gonna want to have something more like the bootstrap, because it's not gonna dig into your shoulder. One thing I also didn't mention was each of these bags have a handle on the top, which they go down in there. So they're definitely attached good. You can upgrade to padded straps, but I did not do that because I felt like that might make the bag a little bulky for me. I don't really grab it from here every once in a while. It would definitely come in handy. Again, in and out of the car, reaching over, I can grab it by the top handle and then grab the strap. Overall, both of these bags, the construction is just amazing. I have paid a lot more for bags and had a lot less quality. I have reviewed the Sidekeep, the Metromonger, the Rainmaker, and the Genesis bag. And if you want to check out any of those, there's links down below. They are all amazing products from Greenroom136. I have had nothing but good things to say about the bags. And honestly, my first impressions, these bags are built to last. They're beasts. I am totally stoked to check these things out. And now, I'm gonna give each of these bags an individual test for a couple weeks. I will do a full user review of each bag. I'm not gonna tandem them. I'm going to use one bag at a time. So now, stay tuned because I'm in love with this company and these products. I'm gonna go ahead and choose one of these. I don't know which one. I'm probably just gonna go upstairs and flip a coin, and that's the one I'm gonna use first. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give one of these bags a couple of weeks, do a full review, and then use the other bag for a couple of weeks and do a full review. So you'll see a real world, real user review on each of these bags, the Bootstrap and the Junkmonkey, coming soon. If you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button, ring that bell so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video, and stay tuned for the full review of each of these bags. Good night.